our lecturer, who will be delivering the lecture to us. You know that, as we have said, that we have started since yesterday. Today is the continuation, and we were able to learn a lot of things, advancing the nation advancing nation building through science, technology, and innovation. We have different sub-themes that I believe that our technical session will capture. One is computational biology and bioinformatics for health, food, industrial applications. 2, microbiology, microbiomes, and antimicrobial resistance in health and environment. 3, integrated pest management, sustainable ecosystems. 4, biochemistry, nutrition, functional interventions in disease prevention. 5, agricultural science and smart food systems for sustainable development. 6, climate protection through environmental sciences, genetic, toxicology, and biomedical. 7 is bioprocessing engineering and translational life sciences for national development. Today we are going to have, as I've said, the second plenary lecture, and yesterday we were blessed with the first plenary lecture. The lecturer today, who will be giving us the plenary lecture, is Mr. Babatunde Akintunde. Let's give a round of applause for him before we come up. Thank you. Mr. Babatunde Akintunde is the General Manager of Farm Operations and Agronomy, Ageyewa Farms. A round of applause for him again. Mr. Babatunde Akintunde, sir, is the General Manager for Farm Operations and Agronomy at Ageyewa Farms, one of Nigeria's largest commercial cassava farms in Ikole, Ekiti State. He leads all field activities across Ageyewa's 7,000 plus hectare farm, with responsibility for driving the company's target of 100,000 metric tons of cassava annually at less of greater than 34,000 naira per metric ton. Key focus areas of this man: agronomy and yield. Number 1, oversight of land preparation, planting, crop nutrition, weed and pest control, and harvest operations to achieve 30 metric tons per hectare benchmark. 2, farm mechanization, driving adoption of mechanized ridging, spraying and harvesting to improve efficiency and reduce cost per metric ton. 3, good agronomic practices, GAP, institutionalizing SOPs, staff training, and traceable systems to ensure consistent quality and compliance. 4, input and seed systems, managing certified stem supply, SAH partnership, fertilizer and herbicide programs. 5, team leadership, one of his focus as well, leading a team of farm supervisors, agronomists, and outgrower network across existing farms and new cultivation areas, with over 30,000 with over 30 years in commercial agriculture, Babatunde combines practical field experience with data-driven farm management. He's passionate and scaling sustainable cassava production, improving smallholder linkages, and positioning Agbeyewa as a leader in agribusiness excellence in Nigeria. Under his leadership, farm operations is focused on closing critical agronomic gaps, improving cost efficiency, and delivering on Agbeyewa 2026 production and revenue targets. Let's welcome the General Manager, Farm Operations and Agronomy, Mr. Babatunde Akinsinde, to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Good morning, everyone that is there. And please permit me to stand on existing protocols established yesterday. I know a lot of our leaders are just coming in to this workshop. Firstly, I must congratulate Professor Oladodo. Is it Oladodo? Yes, for putting this beautiful program together. I mean, I was there yesterday and I saw all what was done, and the organization and the attitude of everybody. And this is really good for FUTA. I must thank him profusely for putting this together, and all the leaders and the lecturers in the department. Like the announcer said, my name is Babatunde Akinsinde, and I'm the General Manager, Farm Operations and Agronomy for Agbeyewa Farms. Actually, my MD, Mr. Oscar Ayuleso, was the one that was supposed to be here for this meeting, but he had to suddenly travel. That's why he called on me that I should come to represent him. Otherwise, I would have been on the farm planting cassava. That's what we do. I know this is our planting time, so we really have no time for other things. So what I'm saying, and what I'm saying, is on behalf of our MD, CEO, Mr. Oscar Ayuleso, who likely will still join us before the end of this program today. So thank you. Yesterday I was there during the brief launching for the book, and I didn't know that was going to be part of the program. So immediately that happened, I quickly called my people and told them that it is millions and millions they are donating here. So what do we do? Because Agbeyewa is we want to be counted. So I've been assured that we will come back to you, sir, with our donation later. I don't know if Professor Oladodo is there, just for him to calm down. We will also drop something, for this program. So thank you very much. My presentation is not really a slide presentation per se. I only speak to what we do in Agbeyewa Farms. But it's a very good opportunity to use a medium like this to explain to the audience what Agbeyewa is really up to in terms of food security and poverty reduction in Nigeria. So that will be the theme of the presentation that I will be giving at this international conference. So if you follow me, I'll be able to explain what we do at Agbeyewa Farms. So thank you. Let me begin by saying that Bewa Farms is a portfolio company of a parent company called Cavista Holdings. Cavista Holdings. You know, that company has about 6 portfolios underneath it. Bewa is one of them. You know, we have, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Ikogosi. Ikogosi in the Ekiti State. There is this resort in the Ekiti State called Ikogosi Warm Spring. The real name is Glosset. Glosset, who is part of the portfolio companies under Cavista Holding. So we also manage the Ikogosi in Ekiti. We also have some other companies in our portfolio. We have the basic. Basic is like OP, you know, OP systems, Money Point, it's just starting. And we have 2 or 3 other Cavista Tech, Lagos is an IT company. You know, all of them are under Cavista Holdings. But I'll be speaking to Bewa Farms, where I work, following my introduction now, where I'm the general manager for farm operations. So I'm telling us what we do in Bewa and all sort of things, and be able to have conversations on that. So Bewa is a farm that started about 5 years ago, you know, in the Ekiti State. So we're in about 4 locations in Ekiti. You know, the flagship location is at a community called Ipawo, Ekiti. In that Ipawo, we have 5,000 hectares of land that has been ceded to Bewa by the Ekiti State government. Besides the Ipawo farm, we also have another farm settlement that it's called Gede, Yemero, towards the Ekiti North. In that location, we have about 3,000 hectares, you know, that we have started working on. And the third one, that 3,000 hectares is between Gede and Yemero. It's shared between them. They are contiguous locations, so it's about 3,000. And the last one is at Ikosu. Because it's towards we are going to Kora. Yeah, the community released about 1,000 hectares for us under the state government and MOU agreement. You know, so and we have started developing those farms. As I speak, our target for cassava cultivation this year is about 5,000 hectares. You know, and that makes us the biggest cassava farm in the world. Bewa Farms is the biggest cassava farm in the world as I speak. If you want to know, you can Google. Just Google. If you have your smartphone with you, just Google Bewa Farms and you see it's there. The biggest cassava farm in the world is right here in the Ekiti State. You know, and it's called Bewa Farms. And we do what I said. It's a cassava farm. Now, Bewa started in, like I said, about 5 years ago, where we first got the piece. At that time, we were able to cultivate the first year of our operation. We did about 102 hectares. The second year, that was the second year after 2000, I can't remember, we did about 380 hectares. The third year, we did 1,077 hectares. The fourth year, we did about 1,200 hectares. So this year, 2026 farming session, we are hoping to achieve 5,000 hectares, which consolidates Bewa Farm as the biggest cassava farm in the world. You know, that's our drive, and we're going to do it. The farm operates under 4 cardinal points, right? The first point is cultivation of the cassava itself. And that's the point I belong to, because I'm a cassava agronomist. I am an IITA trained cassava agronomist. So my job in Bewa is to cultivate cassava in an efficient and productive way so that we can also make some money on it as a business concern. So that's the number one thing, cultivation that I'm really involved in. I'm going to come back to the way we do it for you to know. But this is meant to be a lecture and also to be a kind of learning culture for some of the students. I see yesterday we had a lot of students there, so they can also learn. And then I recall speaking to a student that came to visit our stand, who mentioned that for IT benefits and other purposes, can they come to them? Yeah, I told him, sure. A lot of people don't know. Why is the biggest employer of NYC in the Ekiti State. We are on the same level with Afe, Babalola, Abod. But the way we beat Afe is that we pay more money to our Ilukoppers. Ilukoppers, and I must say it, I'm sorry to say it, they collect 100,000 naira monthly in Agbewa. Yes, and that makes us the highest paying organization in the state. And we provide other benefits, we give them accommodation, there is transport to the farm, and most other things. So I'm speaking to students that are here. If you are posted to the state, just make sure you get to Agbewa if you want to learn more about farming and know what we do. So what I was saying, under the 4 cardinal points of our operations, cassava cultivation is number 1, and I'll come back to how we do it, to make us the biggest cassava farm in the world. The second activity that we do in Agbewa is called aggregation of cassava. We work with ag growers, farmers within the Ekiti State, and we give them the seed, for them to cultivate, because we have our own special varieties that we do. We don't just take any kind of cassava. Cassava has different varieties. Cassava has more than 60 varieties. So it depends on what you want to use the cassava for at the end of the day. That determines what you cultivate. Cassava has IIT. I'm not sure if some of you will probably know IIT in Ibadan. IIT is the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture. 6 to 8 tons per hectare. You won't believe it. It's that low. Of yield that you get from an hectare of cassava, if you're going to farm it in Nigeria, cannot take you home at all. If you consider the cost of herbicides, you consider the cost of fertilizers, you consider the cost of seeds. 6-8 tons per hectare is a no-go. You can't make it. So, but here in Agbewa, we're training our farmers to know how to cultivate cassava so that they can get yields of minimum of 25 tons per hectare. If I draw the EOP for you, EOP is the economics of production, you will see that cassava farming is a very, very profitable business. If you look at our stand out there, you will see some of the varieties that we have and how big. You might even think it's yam. It's not yam, it's cassava. And that is the kind of cassava we produce at Agbewa farms. And these are the technologies we are teaching our farmers. So any farmer that has a link with Agbewa farms, we are sure that the farmer will be getting good yields. We have a lot of our agronomists, our extension officers, our teams that go all about in Ekiti State to train these farmers. In actual fact, we have signed a MOU with the Ekiti State government to cultivate 90,000 hectares of cassava farms across the 16 local governments of Ekiti State. That MOU was signed about two years ago. So Agbewa Farms is the driver of that cassava revolution in Ekiti State. This MOU involves, like I said now, the application to train farmers in Ekiti State. But now they can achieve this milestone, making Ekiti State the hub of cassava development and cassava revolution in Nigeria. and we are on course. As I speak, out of the 16 local governments in the Ekiti state, we have covered about 4 local governments, and this work is continuing. And I'm also very pleased to announce that Agbewa is coming into Ondo State. Yes, we are coming into Ondo State because we just acquired one of the oldest cassava processing facility in Nigeria. It is called Magna Foods. It's on the way to Owo. They call the location Ogbese. I don't know if any of you know where Ogbese is. Ogbese is going towards Owo. On the right hand side is Magna Foods. It's a cassava processing facility. What we do there is that we process cassava into starch, you know. So Agbewa just acquired that facility. So that makes it very easy for us. All the cassava that we produce on the farm is brought down to Magna in Akure for processing. I will speak more on that if time allows me. I don't know how long I have to speak there. 15 more minutes. Okay, I will try to cover all these things because I can talk till daybreak. But yes, so we just, like I said, we just acquired Magna, and all the cassava that we produce in Ekiti is shipped down to Magna for processing. So that means Agbewa is also in those states. In fact, that was the reason why we felt we could use this international conference to launch ourselves, to let it be known that we are also in Ondo State. And I'm pleased to know that FUTA and this kind of opportunity is a veritable ground for us to explain, like I'm doing now, what we do in Ekiti and what we'll be doing in Ondo State. Okay, so the third aspect of our key cardinal operating flags is what we call agro trading. Before we acquired Magna, we had about 13 different varieties of cassava in our gene bank in Agbewa that we cultivate year in year out. What we do is that off-takers come from all over Nigeria, from all over. They come to Ekiti State to buy these wet tubers. You know, once we harvest, we sell wet. You know, like I said, we have many varieties. Companies like in Bayelsa State, they come. A lot of companies in Lagos, they come to buy. There's a starch, there's a cassava processing factory in Oyo State called Salt International. It's somewhere along the same. Imagine them come all the way from Oyo State to come to Ekiti to buy cassava. Because they know Agbewa cassava delivers high yield and high starch content. And we have the best varieties. And like I said, we apply the best agronomy systems to, Okay, I've just been told that my time is almost going up. It's just 15 minutes for this program. So, and let me just try to round up. The fourth activity we do there is the agro processing. That is processing the cassava that is produced in Agbewa into starch. Presently, all the varieties we have on the farm, we have tried to limit them to the best 6 that are good for starch production, principally because of the facility we just acquired in Magna. You know, so we want to limit ourselves. We don't want to spread too thin. We want to limit ourselves to those varieties that can go to Magna and produce high starch, you know, for our business. And like I said, we also do a lot of poverty alleviation schemes. We encourage all our farmers in Ekiti to produce cassava so that they can make some money. If I had the time, I'll have gone through the EOP, the cost of 1 hectare of cassava, and the amount of money that a typical farmer can make from farming an hectare of cassava. I have all the numbers with me, but due to time, there's no opportunity for me explain all this. I know the opportunity will come one day to do all this. But I must tell you that cassava farming is gaining global momentum. It's what they call import substitution. In the past, Nigeria used to import all the starch that we use for pharmaceuticals, and industries, and all sorts of companies that require starch. But for now, because of the attention and the global attention that cassava is, we don't need to import. We all know forex is so expensive now, so spend more than buy on this thing. So thank you very much, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. A round of applause for him again. Thank you so much, sir, for the beautiful presentation. You know his name already, Mr. Babatunde Akintunde. Akinsinde, sorry. You know, cassava production cannot be too much. You know, even in some countries like Brazil and so on, it's used for ethanol production. And you know, apart from the food aspect, processing it to gari, fufu, and so on and so forth. So it's a very important crop which can be used for various purposes. So we have learned from our lecturer that the Abiyawa farm is the biggest cassava farm in the world today. And we all know marginal processing factory along our road. So thank God for the beautiful presentation and the effort of Abiyawa farm. And thank God for our guest lecturer. I learned from him that he worked in IITA for about 50 years or so. So a man of experience. I will be expecting your, promise in millions. Thank you so much. A round of applause for him again. Thank you so much. This is question and answer period. Do you have any question for our guest lecturer? Can you raise up your hand, sir? Let's come back to you. Question and answer. Okay, Emmanuel. Take the microphone.
Thank you very much, sir, for your beautiful presentation. I was very happy when I heard that you are the largest cassava producer in Nigeria, in Africa. In my state letters, we used to pride ourselves as the main cassava producers of Nigeria. So, but a single farm beating all of us. I really congratulate you on that, sir. Just a few questions. The first question I will ask is, how are you dealing with the issue of insecurity? Because that's one of the things that is chasing people away from farming right now. That is one. Then the second question is also related to a very topical issue now that we are having, the issue of genetically modified organisms. Your seeds, are they GMOs or different something else? So that we will also know the safety and the rest related to that. Then finally, sir, not to overburden you, the arrangement you have with farmers, how is it like? The farmers farm, they transfer to you, they get percentage or what, who bears the risk and others. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you very much for these questions that you asked. In fact, it shows that the questions are from a very enlightened mind. Oh, okay. Okay, come this side. Right. Okay, please stop there. Well, the first question he asked is about the podium. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Did you tell us your name?
No, I'm Dr. Abia.
Dr. Okay, yeah. Now, the first person Dr. Abia asked was that, how do we handle security? Yeah, that's a good one. The location that we are in Ekiti was a very notorious place for banditry and kidnapping, and also, you're right, you know, it took us a lot because we have this very strong partnership with the Nigerian Army. In fact, we have a contingent of Army division right there at Itapaji. It was facilitated by Agbewa Farms. So any criminal that is found, even well, sorry, I don't want to profile any tribe, any person, any criminal that is found to be disturbing the peace of that area, they will be tied to that person. Because the army are fully on the ground in that location. Besides our partnership with the Nigerian Army, we have the local vigilante security unit funded by Agbewa Farms. We didn't joke with our security at all. In fact, we have 4 different groups of security outfits that are on the farm. If you go to the farm today, you'll be shocked. You think it's a military barrack or something. You know, you see soldiers well armed, so that we provide them resources to do their job. Soldiers are always patrolling the whole place, heavily armed soldiers. We also have the civil defense, you know, those people that wear blue and red also, they are there. You know, and Ekiti State prioritizes security for Agbewa because they know the value that we contribute to the state in terms of tax paying and revenue. So they don't joke with our security. Ekiti State government is doing a lot to ensure that the farm is well secured. So there's no problem. I mean, I've been in Agbewa for almost 3 years now. There has not been any incident of any security breach on the farm. So because we have a solid, watertight security system. So I'm also speaking to prospective corpers that are here, you students that are here. Come and serve in Agbewa. The security is good. You don't have any problem. You are secured. You understand? Now, the other question is on GMO, yes. No. Like I said, we have a very strong partnership. I'm an IT trained cassava agronomist, so I know a lot about GMOs. So we don't do GMOs. We only do improved varieties. ITA through their cassava breeding systems have been able to breed good cassava lines without using the DNA inputs that makes yield extraordinary. Because I will not blame you. Anybody that sees the kind of mighty tubers that we have there would think maybe it's GMO. No, it's not GMO. They're just well bred. There's a facility called semi-autotrophic hydroponic system of producing cassava plantlets. IIT has it. It's a technology that allows you to produce virus-free seedlings of cassava without the GMO. So if you're able to produce virus-free seedlings and you put them in a very clean environment with good soil fertility, and you apply all the good agronomic practices, you are very sure of getting those kind of elephant yield that we have there. So it's not GMO at all. We don't do GMO. I will know the effect of GMO on human beings. We also know the effect of GMO in industry. So we don't want to sell starch that the industry will use for producing their products, and human beings will start having all sorts of genetic issues. So we don't do that. All our stems are certified by the Nigerian Agricultural Seed Council in Abuja. They come around to our farm all the time to ensure that we produce seeds that are not GMO, I mean, GMO, like you said. So the rest assured that I know the implication as an agronomist. I'll never be part of any GMO project. In fact, I don't think there's been any advances in R&D for cassava GMO seeds, not yet. So don't worry, that is not the problem at all. We don't do it. I don't know. The top question is oh yes, I was speaking on that. We call it under the cassava aggregation project. You know, there are two categories of farmers that we work with at Agbewa. We have the first group called in-grower farmers. The in-grower farmers are farmers that farm within our land. Within the Agbewa 7,000 hectares. And these farmers are farmers within the host communities of where our farm operates. Like in Ipawo, we have those farmers. You know, it's their land. We actually took their land. So for them to have a sense of belonging, we have to bring them on board. Or otherwise, we're going to have issues, community issues. So we brought them in as under in-grower farmers. These in-grower farmers will give them land ranging from between 2 to 5 hectares of farmland. We give them all the seeds and the inputs. We give them the stems, we give them the fertilizers, we give them the chemicals, and we also clean them on how to apply and use. So at the end of the day, when they get their yield of 25 tons per hectare, we only charge them a little bit for administrative cost, you know, and we also take out all the inputs we give them, the chemical, seeds, also that we give them, but they are going to maintain the farm themselves. It's not a problem. They do the maintenance themselves. We only take out all those costs, monetize it, and the rest is theirs. And I must tell you that some of these farmers, at the end of the day, some of them go with millions. They made so much money. I recall 2 or 3 years ago, some of these farmers were just acquiring 2 wives, 3 wives from the kind of money they got from the farm. So it's a very good business. You know? And the other one is the agro farms. These are farmers that are spread within Ekiti State local governments. Like I told you, we have covered about 4. We have about 12 to go. So the only thing we provide for them are the steps, you know, and they also farm on their land. Their land does not belong to us. Sorry? Okay. Right. My colleague just told me, yeah, these are Agbewa farms, you can see. Sorry, Mr. Moderator. I didn't know that. Thank you. I didn't know you had this. So that's the farm. Agbewa Farms has, as I speak, 28 tractors. There is no farm in Nigeria that has up to that. 28 years. 28 tractors. We have planters. We have. Can you give some volume, please? Like I said, this is the planter. You can see. This planter can achieve 10 hectares of planting a day. You know? So it's an advancement rather than using manual systems of planting where farmers cannot do more than a hectare or 2 a day. Even if you want to do 5,000 hectares, you do mechanical planting so it's not easy at all. And we have this 6. So Agbewa farms have capacity. 60 hectares in a day. Yes. Because of the millions of Agbewa Farms and Futa. Futa has some land that have not been put to productive use. We're going to encourage Futa to establish cassava on this land while our sister company in Martin of takes cassava. Futa too will make some money. So they can build more structures and build more auditoriums. That partnership we started yesterday. We met the BC, we met Professor Amos Taiwo. Yes, it is the DVC academics. Yes, I also met as the top person. Who's the top prophet? We've been seeing all sorts of profs in Futa so that we can make all this collaboration to work. You know, cassava revolution in Ekiti and on those states. If volume, sorry, this thing does not help. We are able to see the kind of work we do very well. I don't know, Dr. Abaya, there's a third question, right? Okay, that's all. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, you will not be able to, you can see him in the person if you are still having any question. I have come to the end of this plenary session. Let's give a round of applause again. The presenter, Mr. Babatunde Akinsinde. Thank you.
Please, let's give him a round of applause again. I really enjoyed that lecture. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you very much for that lecture. And now we'll be going for a tea break. We're having a break. Please, the tea break will be this side. You go with your ticket, your new ticket to take the tea break. And the tea break will be coming back by level 10 to take the first technical section. And when you are coming back for that technical section, it's expected that you go to your group. For those of us that have registered, you see the grouping on the platform. We'll be having 3 groups up, and there's going to be 1 group down. Please, after the tea break, you just go straight to the technical section. Go to your group for the technical section. So please, let's go for the break now. Thank you very much.